Michu, witajcie. Gościmy dziś, znaczy w sumie nie do końca wiem, czy to my gościmy, czy my jesteśmy gośćmi, bo to w sumie u niego jesteśmy troszeczkę. W każdym razie spotykamy się dziś z gościem, którego znacie doskonale, znacie go jako zwycięzcę brytyjskiego X Factora, a także znacie go z kapitalnego singla Impossible. To oczywiście James Arthur. Hi James, it's very nice to see you here.
It's very nice to see you too. Thank you for having me.
First question, just a light one to warm up. We ask every star a question like this. How to become a star?
I always played music for many years, and then I decided to enter the X Factor, and thankfully I progressed very far, from my X Factor experience, and now here I am.
So, is the X Factor on any show like this, is that the only way out to be a star? How do you think? Any practical advice?
No, I don't think it's the only way, but I think it's one of the, one of the only ways now. Because it's politics, you've got to know someone who knows someone, you've got to have money, you've got to have a machine behind you. The X Factor is a real platform for people like myself who didn't have anything, or have any money, or any way of getting out there, it changed my life, So
because you've had a few bands, you were a singer and playing a guitar.
I did, yeah. I was, singer, guitarist in many bands before the X Factor. And, I've always been heavily involved in music.
But the X Factor was a place to jump into the system, as you said, yeah?
Yeah, the X Factor is the best platform there is, yeah.
And you sang with Nicole during the show. You sang with Emily Sandé on your album. Is there anyone else you would like to cooperate? Maybe Miley Cyrus?
Oh, in all seriousness, yeah, I would love to collaborate with Miley Cyrus. I don't even know if she knows who I am. So.
I'm pretty sure she heard the cover of Wrecking Ball, because that's why I'm asking.
I don't know, man. I don't know if she's even heard it. She's a busy girl, and she's a worldwide superstar, so whether she's heard of Little Old Me, I don't know. But, yeah, for sure, I would love to do a collaboration with Miley Cyrus, and because I think she's a great artist, whether people agree with how her personal life goes or how she conducts herself in the media, we should judge her on her purpose on the earth, and that is to make music, and she does that very well.
Miley, if you can hear us and see us right now, James wants to sing with you.
Sing with you. Yeah, I'd love to sing with you.
Okay, tell me, how is to cooperate to work with Nicole Scherzinger? How is she? What is she like?
Oh, she's an absolute angel, man. She's an angel. She's such a lovely human being. She's a muso. She's somebody who knows music. She's very insightful. She's got an amazing voice, and above all, is a moral, decent, down-to-earth human being.
So, has she gotten an influence on you, on your music, I mean?
Absolutely, yeah. We worked together a little bit in the studio on future material, and just having the opportunity to work with her on the X Factor was so helpful for me, because her advice was incredible. She's a megastar, and she's well respected as a down-to-earth person. Yeah, so her advice is always helpful. She still gives it, she still gives her advice, even though the show's finished, and I've got a lot of respect for that.
Your album is right now out, and actually the second single, You're Nobody Till Somebody Loves You, was quite a huge surprise for me, really, the style. If you had 3 adjectives to describe your album, what would it be? You're Nobody Till Somebody Loves You. It's so different to Impossible. But I think it was important to come out with something, come back, because, I had a bit of, in the UK, I had a bit of a gap between Impossible and You're Nobody Till Somebody Loves You. And it was important for me to reintroduce myself to people who thought that I'd gone missing with a bang. And it's not necessarily representative of the rest of the album. The album has many elements. Each element has a different intent. You're Nobody Till Somebody Loves You is just people want to party and feel good. Impossible's that intense ballad kind of thing. The three adjectives the three objectives would be
it's bold, it's cinematic, and heartfelt. You know, it's honest. I mean, I wrote the whole thing myself, so you know, I just hope people.
So that's yours.
It's mine. It's my baby. You know, it's my reintroduction to. Well, it's my introduction. You know, I haven't done anything yet.
So how the the career, I mean, after the X Factor has influenced your life? Is it much different than between? Because we both know that you had so many bands, you were having gigs as well. So what has changed?
What's changed?
You're traveling a lot.
I'm traveling a lot. I'm traveling a lot. You know, I now have the opportunity to reach people on a large scale. You know, my music has reached so many people. You know, I did a signing here in Warsaw yesterday for my album, and 2,000 odd people showed up, and it was crazy. Like,
was that a surprise for you? Or
yeah,
you
a huge surprise. No, a huge surprise. I got more, I got more support, more passionate support here than I did in my hometown, which is
that you're coming back to
which is crazy, man. Like, you know, I had young girls crying and begging me to add them on Twitter, and I wasn't expecting it. You know, I've seen a lot of the support on social network from Polish fans. You know, saying some very lovely things about my music and myself, and you know, I was expecting to see one or two, but not to the extent that I've seen it. It's been so humbling.
Okay, so that's the bright side. Any dark sides? Any cons of being a star right now?
You know what? Around Europe and around the globe, most media, like, in Poland, for example, or France or Switzerland or Germany, they're not concerned about kiss and tells, or they're not concerned about trivial fabrications or trying to tear down people that are successful. They're not interested in that. You know, they're more bothered about a success story. Whereas in the UK, unfortunately we have this false modesty thing going on, where someone like me comes from nothing and achieves success. From a talent show, a reality TV show, casting shows, you guys might call it. The media go on a witch hunt, and they want to drag you down. So I've read a few things that are really not nice about myself, that fabrications about myself, and just certain sections of the media in the UK trying to attack me because of where I came from, and it's kind of sad to see, because I'm not here trying to cause any harm. I'm here trying to make music that makes people feel good. So that's the only downside.
So what's the most ridiculous, the most stupid gossip you've heard of yourself?
Well, I'm constantly linked to different women celebrities, like, girls will sell fake kiss and tell stories about me, like me and James Arthur spent the night together, and he wore his socks while we made love. It was like stuff like that. It's like, really?
And you never wear socks.
No, I mean
that's the point.
I mean, unless it's freezing cold, like I might keep my socks on, but just stuff like that, just kind of like, it's crazy to me, because my purpose is not to be some superficial, pretentious, shiny example of a man. It's to make good music, and I'd like to think that I do that, and I'm not a bad person. So, certain people, like I said, certain sections of the media are a little bit mean in the UK, but I think it's just the culture in the UK. I think that we have quite a lot of negative people there.
Okay, I get it. And so, what was the first impression on you by Poland, made by Poland?
All I've ever seen from the Polish public and the Polish fans is positivity and passion and just love for music, for good music, and that's why I love it here so much, because ain't nobody judging me as a guy here. People judging me on my music, and I will forever come back here and give back to those fans for that reason alone.
So we hope to see you back, and you're coming back at it's 4th of March, yeah?
Yeah, in Warsaw, the Palladium. I'll be performing. I'll be putting on the best show that I can give to these fans who show me so much love, man. It's amazing.
Okay. Hope to see you there. Thank you very much.
You did. Appreciate it.